you do admit that Don. I mean,
I do admit that Don lies, but Mary's not the greatest truth teller in the whole world either. We all sin and fall short of the glory of God, so I'm not going to take Mary's word for it.
Oh, so what do you think Mary's lied about? Or are you just saying that all of us are, not the greatest truth tellers? Is that what you're saying?
Well, for one, Mary kept telling Donald, I'm not recording you, Donald. I'm not recording you, Donald. Because I heard her with my own ears. She said, I'm not recording you. And she was. Why do you lie? I mean, if you're recording someone, say, hey, yeah, I'm recording you. Why did you lie?
Well, I think that she was because some are being missing and stuff. That might be. I mean,
do you think if she would have said, yes, I'm recording you, Don or whoever would have been so open?
Oh yeah,
well, he probably would because
Donald still would.
But still, I mean, I just think that I if I'm concerned about my, niece, and I'm concerned about
Donald was pretty sure that he was recording him anyway. I mean,
well, I know, but I'm just saying.
He's still been
I don't think that her lying about that makes her a non-honest person.
Well, that's one of the places where she did lie, and she also didn't tell us about the fact that about her ex-old man and stuff. I mean, there's a few things there that Mary kept shut up also. Some of the they were just one big dysfunctional family. They were all dysfunctional, to be honest with you. I mean, the sister was messing with someone younger than her. Donald was he was older and messing with her. Mary was running around with a boyfriend at, I don't know what, like 13. He has a boyfriend.
But look what they were exposed to. Look what was allowed to happen in that household.
I understand that, but you can't feel sorry for.
To me,
you can't just feel sorry for half of these kids and not all of them. Donald was.
No, I don't feel sorry for Don because I think he did something to. I mean, and you're kind of even on your own. You kind of question Don yourself too, right?
I'm not taking up for Donald. I'm just saying, if we're going to, because it's always, like nobody ever thinks about.
You just said. But what you just said, I'm sorry, really bothers me, and I have to address it. You just said that, and I think it was, Gina that you said was out running around at 12, 13 years old.
No, Mary.
Who gives a hell?
No, Mary.
Who gives a? That doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, what does that matter? Why does that need to be pointed out?
It needs to be pointed out because they were all of them were smoking weed. All of them were acting out together. Donald was one of those acting out together.
Okay. So the reason why I defend Mary over Don is because so far I haven't found anything that Mary's lied about. And
I'm just saying,
have a missing child. No, I'm very appreciative of you.
If they honestly put his mom into a nut house, and he had to be a little boy seeing this, his family destroyed by this woman that gets his dad to put his mother into a nut house and then has to divorce her before she can ever live a normal life again. You know how hard that is on a child that really loves their mom?
Absolutely. But it doesn't make it Mary's fault, Dawn's fault. It has nothing to do with the kids.
Child is not just going to dislike that stepmom, but he's going to dislike the everything she drug in with her upon the dad, which is those children also. I'm just saying, Donald sounds like he needed some psychological help through them years, and he didn't get it.
I don't know. Maybe we should just move on from Jeannie and Mary. I think we should move on.
No, I'm going to talk about. I'm going to address this.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down just because I'm a little heated and I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, come back here in a minute if you want. Okay.
Okay. And no offense to you at all. Prayer Garden at all. I'm passionate about certain things, and I don't want to be disrespectful at all.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay.
Let me
Thank you.
All right. All right. Let me just talk this out with you and stuff. I get it. I just see my thing is it's like Dawn's the one that has the missing child. You know what I mean?
I
And
understand.
Dawn was the one that was in my. I mean, there's Mary dropped the ages. There was Jeannie that was born in 1971. And then Donnie, born in 1964,
Right.
There was 7 years age difference. Jeannie would have been, if Jeannie was 5.
From what Donald tells me, when Jeannie was, I don't even think they had moved. From what he's saying, they didn't even move in until Jeannie was like 6 or 7 into their home. So, and Mary backed that up on one of her lives. I think it was with the interview room. She did back up that yes, they didn't move in till Jeannie was 6 or maybe going on 7. So what I'm saying is he couldn't touch the kid at 5 if they didn't even move in there until later. So, and he said that, the leg thing, it was like, how people try to grab your leg and just put pressure to it. He said it was absolute lie about going up her leg, that he didn't ever have anything to do with her at all until they were already riding the dirt bikes and she wanted to go with him all the time. And he said she touched him inappropriately, and the only sin he committed was allowing it and then advancing back upon it.
I'm confused because I just thought that you were. I thought you were done with Dawn and stuff. I understand if you're just like, if you feel like that what you're, I don't know. I'm confused because like yesterday I thought that you were, done with Dawn.
I am done with him, but
you're just
what I'm saying is Jeannie's making him out to be such a horrible person and everything, and Mary and all of that. But
I'm going to have Mary. Mary's going to come up. Okay. I'm going to have, okay. And let's just try to be, you've been very respectful. I'm not saying that you haven't. Mary, there's the link.
And I'm going to stay that way. I'm going to stay that way.
And I think Mary will too. I really do. I've never seen her any differently. So I dropped the link, but, yeah, I do feel like I feel like I'm in a tough spot right now. And
Jeannie said she doesn't want it or anything. So why did she call him in Texas and asked him to come back? I mean, he was in another state. He was gone. Why would she call him if she wasn't advancing to it?
But if Jeannie was,
we have to face the truth. We can't sit here and just believe what we want to believe. We got to face the truth.
I know, but but also, I believe he's lying to you.
I'm not, I'm not for Donald. I'm not for anyone touching a child. I think anybody that touches a child is a sicko. That's disgusting. You should not ever touch a child.
Yes.
I'm not for that kind of thing. So, don't get me confused here because, I'm intervening on a situation that, where I feel that we should look at all angles and not just focus, on the big bad wolf Donald when, these sisters are trying not to take their part of what they had in it.
There is 7 years age difference though. You got to remember that. So when he says,
we understand that.
If Jeannie was calling him to ask him to come back and she was 13, that means he was 20. Maybe 19.
Yeah, but
he probably was lying to you about this.
But would you call a pedophile back to touch you some more? If you didn't want it, or you didn't want it, or you didn't.
She was a child, though. And
we're saying let's forgive Jeannie when she's 13, but let's not forgive Donald when he was only 12 or 13. It's still the same scenario here. Why what I'm saying is people today, they want no gender. They want no gender. And if we're not going to have no gender and equal rights for everyone, then everyone should, take equal responsibility.
I
When they
mean,
do something, no matter what age they are, they should all take equal responsibility.
Mary is trying to join the channel. For some reason it's not adding her. I don't know if she's so Mary is trying to join right now. Well, the thing is, so it's kind of like, let's say that, let's say that you're 19 and you have somebody 13 or 12 calling you and saying, "Oh, I'm in love with you," and stuff. You, as a 19-year-old, are supposed to be, more mature. Like, oh my gosh, no, you're a
supposed
child.
To be like, you're supposed to be like, let me talk to your mother there for a minute. And, let me talk to your mom for a minute, because I need to really talk to her about, what kind of kid you are, because that's disgusting. And she really needs to do something about this, because you could get yourself hurt talking to people like that.
Yeah. I mean, but we, Don didn't do that. Actually,
he didn't. No, he didn't. And that was wrong. That was wrong.
And you got to also think, if Jeannie did do that, why was Jeannie? Okay, let's say Jeannie was calling him at 12 or 13, asking him to come back and stuff. Why would he? That doesn't even make sense, because she would have been a child. That means something would have had to been going on beforehand.
But see, this is a child that he was riding around on his dirt bike, and that,